Hey guys, so I've got these INAIR Pro 2 AR glasses. The company sent these over so that I could test these out a little bit and kind of do like a, first impressions video of these. So I'm gonna go through with you here today, what you get in the box with these and the accessories, what it is, what you'd use this for. But this is not gonna be a full review. It's honestly kind of hard to be able to tell you and show you kind of like what you see through these. You hook this up to your iPhone, you can hook it up to, an Android phone. Basically it has Type-C. You get this cable, it goes into the back of the actual one arm of the glasses. And then, your other Type-C end here. I can put it into my iPhone and actually, mirror and get my screen that way. So you could use that for media. You can, basically just use your phone as you normally would. And you can also get up to, with my MacBook here, and again, it has a Type-C connection, so Thunderbolt port, I can connect to this, and I'm able to get up to 3 screens with the MacBook. So pretty cool, whether you're gonna use this for possibly, productivity and use it for working like that, you can pretend basically instead of having physical monitors in front of you, you can have these digital monitors in front of you. Or you can use it for entertainment and be able to, like I said, watch a sports game or something like that, watch a movie. On a flight, you can stick these on and basically have your own private screen in front of you. So that's pretty neat, but this was a good unboxing experience. You're gonna get these in the box. The glasses themselves are really nice. You can kind of see, I've had these on a little bit here. Not too thick of sides. You can see what they kind of look like on the front here. They look pretty similar to kind of sunglasses, but you have these lenses. You can kind of see here, if I turn them around, you'll be able to really see basically the image is being bounced off those, reflectors that are here. You get some other nose bridges. They have 3 different sets here, so you can swap those out. You're gonna get, 2 other kinds. So they kind of have like a short, medium, and a long, and you can kind of see based on, what you need and, your nose size and face shape and all that kind of stuff. These literally just kind of pop in and out. There's that little kind of metal tip there. You just push it in, pull it out to remove them. So you do get that, which is really nice. The other main way you customize these is there are basically like 3 different degrees of clicks here on the side. So there's a neutral and there's an up and a down. So you can kind of see there, 1, 2, 3. So that does make a pretty big difference when you're setting up kind of, your sight within these. If you have it, angled a little bit too off, you may see that, maybe you're not really getting quite the top of the picture in, maybe then you're not getting the bottom depending. So, you can kind of play around with those. It's really nice. So between that and between the nose bridges, that is essentially how you fit these. Like I said, you get that cable. As far as plugging that in, you essentially just pop this in. This is actually a Type-C port on the end of the right side here. So on that right arm, you see if you just follow that down there, cable just comes right out of there and then you plug it in. So ends up working out pretty nicely actually. When you get this on and you have these on, then it doesn't really tug or anything. It's gonna kind of go down, and just track to whatever device you have this hooked up to. If I have this in front of me and I've got it on my MacBook or something like that, you just have this little cable and that's basically it. It's pretty cool. You don't have to power these up or anything, it gets the power from the devices that you plug this into. So it's really simple to use. It truly is plug and play. And then the other thing you're gonna get is for being able to travel with these and have a kind of carrying case, they give you this nice kind of leather feel carrying case here, and you just drop these in. It's kind of triangular. You see they kind of sit right in there. And then this is magnetic and folds over. So you kind of have this little triangle here, and so I can throw this in my backpack then, or keep them accessible. And these really don't take up a whole lot of room then. You basically have that, and then you have the cable here. So that's it, and it's plug and play as I said. If you want, there is a app that I put on my MacBook that gives you a little bit more control as well, but this can truly be just plug and play. And these do have some speakers built in. So you'll hear this coming down right into your ears. I'm actually pretty impressed with the audio on these. It's better than I was expecting, and I find that it really doesn't leak sound too far. I use these across the couch for my wife, and she was able to tell I was listening to something, but I would have thought she was hearing everything I was listening to, and she told me she really couldn't. The other nice thing is you have brightness controls on this left side bridge right here. There's a tactile button that you can change your brightness up and down. So that's really nice that that's physical and just built right in there. And then there are also touch controls. You can slide your finger to kind of turn on and off their transparency mode. So essentially you can have it be more kind of blacked out behind you and, you know, kind of get more immersive into your glasses here. Or you can have that transparency mode on and it's a slider and you'll be able to see your screens, but then you'll be able to look around and kind of see what's still going on in your environment. I really just kind of love how easy it is to use these. They're truly plug and play. If you're looking to get these for productivity or maybe more for just entertainment, I think these could be pretty versatile. The biggest use I see for these is being able to maybe use these on a plane and get my own private screen. And especially for productivity, if I'm doing video editing, checking emails, you maybe have a YouTube video going on in the background. These are great for productivity, and I think they're gonna help me get a lot more done. If you wanna grab these, there's gonna be an affiliate link in the comments and description. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.